So I only need you to do two things for me, man. Just be honest and project. That's
Okay.
it. You're a performer. You know how to project, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You understand? Yo, Driscoe, how you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Good, man. What you been up to lately, bro?
A lot of like songwriting, working with a team of guys that is working towards like the greater good, sort of like we're all kind of working together to like get placements or find an artist that wants to use our original music and stuff. So it's been good.
Fine.
It's been good. We're just working hard. We've laid like 100 demos in the last year.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, so I think enjoying the process is really important.
Okay.
Because things take time, and understanding that you might not be where you want to be, but knowing that you're exactly where you're supposed to be is important, you know? So
Just go with the jewels, man.
yeah, I'm trying to be present more, man. It's hard, like thinking about, you always think about the future, you're thinking about like, oh, this is happening and this is happening and this is happening. It takes you away from like, and that's what this moment is doing right now. It's making me realize like, look at everything that's around. Like, you know, I feel like Lil Yachty. Look what's around, man. Like,
Fine.
when things go bad, I usually like to talk to people in my life that are positive influences and not necessarily older than me, but wiser than me in certain ways. I find that I surround myself with leaders a lot. So it's important for me to look to those leaders for guidance in tough times. And also, like, I do look to God. I'm a spiritual person. I don't know everything, so there's always things that I question and stuff, but I know that God is here. You know, I know that God is with us, but even though I'm not necessarily religious, I do consider myself to be spiritual, and I do find that I look to God for guidance when things are going wrong, and I try to look to God when things are going right too, because we shouldn't just be talking about we shouldn't just be focus on situations that are like negative, but like when things are going wrong and when things are going right, we should always be talking to God, or the people in our lives that we care about the most.
Your turn to perform. Spot was jumping, bro.
Yeah, there were people in there.
Spot was jumping, bro.
And there weren't a lot of people at first, but
Big facts.
I think, and even, man, that's crazy. You remember all that because, or that you're bringing that up now. Like, I've always been like a persistent person, I guess. Like, I like knocking doors down when people tell me no. I don't like to hear no. I'm an only child, so like, well, actually, I have a biological sister that I just recently met for the first time, but I was raised an only child. You know what I'm saying? So I like being a little bit of the center of attention, but I also know that like, and what I've grown since then, like, I know that I have a role to play, whether that's in front of the camera or behind the scenes or whatever. There's always a role, and everyone has an important role. It's not just, So I know that was a little off topic from what you had said, but yeah. But yeah, no, I mean everybody's role is important, and so musical influences, listening to different types of music. I grew up listening to like Kanye West, and like I love his like sound. I know one of my favorite singers, he actually was influenced by Kanye as well, so that's funny. But his name is John Bellion.
Wow, that's my guy.
Yeah. So, but now like the new music that I'm putting out is even more cohesive than the last set of music. So
That'll be working with Marcus, cuz.
I'm working with Marcus, I'm working with Hamid, and I'm working with my guy Gabe. All three of them are producing different things. Also my guy Bryce, who's in Utah as well. Gabe and Bryce are right now in Utah, but they're all working to kind of formulate a sound that I call mine, and it's interesting because my last project that I put out, while it was cool, but I noticed that some of the sounds were a little bit all over the place. Like one song didn't really sound like the next. Not that you want it to sound completely like the next, but you want it to at least be a little bit cohesive. So I'm working on making the next set of music very much like identifiable as, oh, that's Driscoe, like that's definitely him. Like, I think that it's important to give back. Like when you're at a place, and it's not always financially, because I don't have a lot of money right now, but I think it's important to give back in as many ways as possible. I've been through a lot with my mental health issues, and music was my outlet, my coping skill to get through my mental health issues with bipolar disorder and psychosis and all that stuff when I was 16 and stuff. And then when I realized that I wanted to like, that I could recover, then I was like, well, I want to help other people like get through what they're going through. So that's why, like, I work at the hospital. I work as a peer support specialist on the weekdays, and then I work with a young man with autism on the weekends. And and it's a form of love. It's a form of caring for other people, and I think it's important to do that when you can.
Conversation,
cool.
Man.
Thank you so much.
The most important question.
Here we
bro.
go.
Drums or flats, cuz?
Oh man.
Flats.
Do I have to be a wing guy? I'm not a big wing guy. Like,
you one of them. Pick a side.
like I'm neutral. I'm like, it's like a neutral thing. But if I had to pick, I guess I'd pick drums.
Ooh. Controversial. Wow. Thank you, bro.
Thank you, bro.